Hello, welcome to Passion for Marriages. Thanks for joining me today. This channel is dedicated to growing closer with your spouse through a deeper relationship with God. This teaching video on Passion for Marriages is the second of an 11-part series on how to be the spiritual leader of your home that you were called to be. This one's called Love Your Wife. Do you love your wife? The world's definition of love is a deep affection for, but we know feelings change like the wind or are here one day and gone the next. Love is the deliberate act of valuing someone more than you value yourself, of caring for and listening to others, to want others to succeed, to be happy and fulfilled. God's love does not change from one day to the next. Ephesians 5:25 and 28 through 30 says to love your wife. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church, gave himself up for her. Verse 28. In the same way, husbands should love their own wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. For no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes it and cherishes it, just as Christ does the church, because we are members of his body. Matthew 19:5 through 6 says, and said, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother, and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. I always thought it was talking about the physical act, but it's talking about emotionally, physically, and spiritually becoming one flesh. Since you cherish your own body and you and your wife are one flesh, it stands to reason that you should cherish her. Ephesians 5:33 says, however, that each one of you love his wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband. The Bible tells us that love is a deliberate act. 1 Corinthians 13:4 through 8a. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices at the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. It's easy to love someone in the beginning of a relationship or when you're on your honeymoon, but when the honeymoon is over and daily living has begun, that's when you'll be tested. Love is more than a feeling, it's a choice. We must choose to love our wives no matter how we feel. You should want your wife to know you love her today and commit to love her tomorrow. She needs to know that you will fulfill your promise to always love her, even on days when it's hard or when life seems to be in a groove. We live for the happy times of marriage, but we still must deal with the gloomy days. Some days you're the weak partner, other days she is. Saying I will be there for you even on her lowest day is one of the most loyal promises to your wife. This isn't always easy. There will be plenty of days you will feel helpless when your wife is going through anxiety, disappointment, or other negative emotions. But reach out to mentors for guidance and do research on subjects you don't understand. It will prove to your wife that you meant it when you promised to always be there for her. You need to love your wife unconditionally. As the husband, you have a large responsibility to make sure you find the time for the two of you to have some fun together. Don't let life get so distracting that the two of you stop spending time together. Help your wife out with all the demands of her energy and duties. Then take a few hours on a weekend and get away from all the distractions. Tell her you're fun to be with. Every one of us longs for people that want to hang out with us, even if it's just to be with us. We all desire to be wanted. Your wife is no different. She doesn't want you just to fulfill your duty by doing errands with her because you feel obligated. She wants to know that you enjoy her company. Taking each other for granted is one of the many things in marriage that is so easy to do. Spending time with her should be a pleasurable experience, not a chore. Sure, sometimes you may not like doing what she enjoys, but it makes her happy, knowing that you want to be with her. Verbalize it as much as you can. Say it, then prove it. It's so simple and it means so much to her. A woman becomes a reflection of how you treat her, so love her. There are 10 things to do to show love to your wife. Do them without expecting something in return. She will know when you have ulterior motives. 1. Hug and kiss her every day before leaving the house. 2. Compliment her, be it on her looks or her personality. 3. Do a chore she knows you despise. 4. Brag about her in front of people. It will get back to her. 5. Don't talk negatively about her to others. It will get back to her also. 6. Commit to open doors for her if you are not doing so already. Number 7, show her that you prefer her more than anyone else. 8, physically touch her every day, even if it's only for a minute or two. Number 9, hold her hand in public. Number 10, let your wife know how much you love her by speaking her love language. Please check out my next video and third of the series, How to Be the Spiritual Leader You Were Called to Be, titled Honor Your Wife. If you enjoyed this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to my channel to get more videos about building your marriage better. You can drop comments below or send me an email with prayer requests, questions, or comments to passionformarriages@gmail.com. I can provide you with a link to a longer list of examples to love your wife. As always, I want to pray a blessing over you straight from number 6:24-26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Thanks for watching and have a great week.